some buildings and some things up on our poster board. Let's see. Some of you have been working so hard today. I know it's tough at the end of the day, but some of you have been working so hard right now. Let's see. I have some trees. Actually, let's start somewhere else. Let's start with a barn. Think about it. Where would a barn go? Which kind of community? Do we think it would be... Will you do me a favor, actually? Will you hold this and stand right over there by our poster so everyone can see it? I have one more person. Brandon, do you want to hold it?
Yes.
And stand next to Lindsay? I said actually, but yeah, it did kind of sound like Ashley. And let's see, who else will hold one for me? Jordan? Do you want to hold it next to Brandon? Okay, so here are different types of communities. Lindsay, what kind of community are you holding right
Rural.
now? Okay. Brandon, what kind of community are you holding?
Suburban.
Good. So Lindsay, Brandon, and what do you hold?
Rural.
Urban, right? Right? So, where would a barn go? What kind of picture? Let's see, who has been so ready this whole time? Daniela, you have been so respectful this whole time. Come up here and show me where you think the barn might go. First, tell me who you think is holding the right community for a barn.
Lindsay.
Lindsay. And Lindsay's holding what kind of community?
Rural.
So where, okay, so the rule goes all the way around. It goes in a, it's kind of like a big bullseye. Suburban's all the way around. Urban's this little part in the middle. So, why don't you go ahead and show me where you might put that?
Right here.
Yeah, why don't we put it down here so it's like the grass? Because this is kind of like the sky and this is kind of like the ground. Perfect. Put it right here. I have some other things, Zach, that I'd love to have you help me put on if you're ready. Let's see, I have lots of trees. Who thinks they know where trees might go? Trees could go in a lot of different places, but think, where would I might see the most trees? Let's see, Hayden, come on up. And let's do Bella and Jaylin. As you're coming up, tell me, who do you think is holding the community that might have the most trees?
I think it might be. I think it's Lindsay.
Let's take a little vote. We're thinking Lindsay, maybe Brandon. What do you think, Jaylin? Lindsay. I'm thinking that Lindsay's probably would have a lot of trees. There's a lot of flat land, also a lot of trees. So how about we put some in rural and some in suburban? Sound like a deal? Okay, so remember, let's kind of put it down here because we're going to put some words up here. I'm looking for a couple more people to put trees up. Let's have Zach M. You can come on up. Let's see, who else? Javier, come on up. Go ahead and put a tree up. And I have a few more. Abby, you want to come up? As they're putting up some more trees, the next thing I'm going to have you put up, I want you to think ahead, are houses. Where might you see the most houses? Think about it in your head. Let's see, Sammy. Do I have some people that think they know where houses might belong? Sammy, come on up. I still have 4 more trees. Remember where it might have the most trees? We talked about it a little bit. Elias, you want to come up and put a tree up? And Diana, you can come put a tree up? Josh, you want to put a tree up? You're welcome. Thank you for sitting so quietly. All right, I think we have enough trees for now. Actually, I have one more. We'll just do our last one if we have it. Brian, you want to come up? Do your tree? All right, next is houses. Did you think about where houses might go? What kind of community might have the most houses? I've got a few houses in my little bag. Let's see, I'm waiting for people who are sitting quietly, patiently. I know a lot of you want to come up. If you just put up a tree, will you please put down your hands so that other people get a chance? Actually, where do you think the most houses might be?
Suburban.
Suburban. So since we don't have tons of room, we can kind of overlap. Does that make sense? Where else could we put some houses? We definitely want to put a lot in suburban, right? Because our picture, raise your picture, Brandon. Raise your picture. Up high. Up high, like that. No, just Brandon. Jordan. Just Brandon. There are lots of houses in that picture, so we want to be able to represent that, to show that in our picture. Chloe, why don't you put a house up? Let's see, Jade, you can put a house up.